Following hard on the heels of electromining, BMG's Technical Resources Division has become involved in exhibiting in the first reliability conference and exhibition to be held in South Africa. Reliability engineering is, of course, one of the pillars of our world-class production efficiency initiative. The other element, of course, is energy efficiency and our energy efficient products. By adding reliability engineering as well as our energy efficient products, we're really becoming part of the customer's process, and adding to that our vast range of engineering consumables, you can see how we're quite a formidable force in providing the customer with an excellent service of product availability as well as the service to support their manufacturing operations. Every mine manager or plant engineer will quickly confirm that in order to be globally competitive or for his business to maximize his profits, he needs to concentrate quite heavily on the reliability of his equipment. Without this reliability element, the business that he runs is going to not be able to compete with our competitors across the waters. Historically, when he was running his plant, the measure of whether his plant was running effectively or not was how quickly he could cope with breakdowns, how quickly he could get his equipment back into service. Today, the focus is different. Today, the focus is in detecting the damage that might be occurring as it develops whilst the equipment is running, and to run the equipment for as long as possible until any time when damage might appear, and then they can plan to do maintenance accordingly. Now, one of the key developments that's recently been unveiled in Europe with our supplier SPM instrument in Sweden is their new SPM HD system. It's a groundbreaking system. It's something that nobody else can supply. It focuses on monitoring equipment that runs down at very low speeds. So we're talking about things down to very low speeds like 1 RPM. We're talking about drum reclaimers, bucket wheel reclaimers, we're talking about bucket elevators, we're talking about low-speed conveyors, we're talking about agitators and mixers. There's many little applications that we can look at. So I'm going to hand you over now to Peter van Zyl. He's one of our condition monitoring experts, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about SPM HD.
As Dave has mentioned before, SPM HD has specifically been designed for slow rotational speed applications. And today on display here we have induced a bearing defect, and currently we are rotating at 15 RPM. And by making use of the shock pulse transducer, which is permanently installed on the housing, we are able to continuously monitor this bearing defect with the application rotating at 15 revolutions per minute. Now, the big difference between vibration and the shock pulse method, previously vibration were only able to measure down to probably around 30 RPM. But with the shock pulse method, we are now able to also measure and monitor the applications down to 1 RPM. So the shock pulse transducer is permanently installed onto the bearing housing, and the signals that is measured can be displayed on a screen like we have there.
At Reliability Week, we're very fortunate to have with us two visitors from Sweden. We have Thomas Arlund, who's a visitor from the company called Idhammer. Thomas is an international consultant on reliability and maintenance. And we also have with us Jonas Regard. He's our area manager responsible for South Africa in terms of SPM equipment, and he's the guy we deal with on a day-to-day basis. I'd like to ask, first of all, Thomas, I'd like to ask you a question. What opportunities do you see for improvements in reliability in our South African context?
I think that you have a big opportunity actually, and first of all, I think that you have to change attitude and mission when it comes to maintenance. Since modern maintenance management today is not repairing broken down equipment, it is actually to keep the equipment operative, and also to change the view of cost of maintenance from being cost control as you are today, more to be results control. That's the first opportunity, I think. The second one is the competence. I believe that you also have a large potential when it comes to improvement of the competence from at all levels, actually, from the top to the bottom. Because I believe that you need to learn more about how to manage maintenance and how to carry out maintenance in order to go to world-class maintenance, actually.
That's a great comment, and I think it's something that we can really take interest in as far as BMG is concerned. With our Academy of Excellence, there's obviously a lot of opportunity for us to expand into maintenance training. Thanks, Thomas. I'd like to ask Jonas now, in terms of global success of SPM, the new HD, the newly launched HD system, what global applications have you had, Jonas, regarding the success of SPM HD?
So far, Dave, we had a success very strongly in the pulp and paper industry and also in the power industry. And since we launched it it was around April this year, we have many things that is going for us, and the speciality is slow speed application. And for South Africa, it's in the mining industry now that we have found very nice applications. And also one other thing that's we are the only one that can do it.
Yes, that's great. That's very important to know. So just to sum up, I think in terms of our BMG capability of offering a far greater service to our customers, with the new SPM HD and our connections through reliability and maintenance, field service, training, we have a formidable arsenal when you add our product range to the total offering of BMG. In my opinion, we can truly become part of the customer's process. Let's go out there and do it. Thanks.